Hello everyone, this is Prem Sodhani coming up with the next round of our editorial decoded, and here today we are going to discuss about the cryptocurrencies. The article which appeared in the Hindu, that is neither ban nor regulate the cryptocurrencies, right? So in this session we are going to discuss what are the cryptocurrencies and how what is the mechanism, how they operate, and what India should do in order to regulate them, or why we are going to regulate them, what are the needs, and should we go for the banning to these cryptocurrencies. We are going to discuss all these things in detail in this video, right? So let's get started. This is the article which appeared in the Hindu. So what are the cryptocurrencies? So the cryptocurrencies are virtual currencies basically, and they are backed up by the technology that is known as blockchain technology. In this technology, we already have covered this blockchain technology in a separate video. You can go to the playlist and can search for that one. In this blockchain technology, this is a kind of decentralized information system, or we can say the ledger system, right? Where every computer or every node has the access of that information. So this is decentralized one, and the most important thing is key, you cannot mutate the information. Means this is a kind of immutable, right? So if you are going to save the information, that will be saved in terms of these blocks. So this will be in series, like this is a one block, the other entry would be here. So if you are going to manipulate this one now, so the node information will be changed, and that message will be sent to each and every computer which are the part of this network. So this is a kind of immutable network system, right? The second important thing about this one is this is a kind of virtual technology. Okay, so for example, so if we talk about the cryptocurrency, so that is backed by this system. Means these cryptocurrencies are virtual currencies, these are decentralized one, and the information which is being generated can only be manipulated with the help of all these systems. Means the message would be transmitted to each and every system. Okay, so this is the advantage of this blockchain technology. Now if we come to the cryptocurrency, so cryptocurrency, we talked about this. This is a peer-to-peer lending. This is the first thing. Means there is no third party involved, that is between two individuals. This is one thing. The second thing we talked about this one, that is it is a virtual currency. Virtual currency, right? Not the physical one. And the most important thing is it is decentralized, and this works as a decentralized ledger system. Means the information which is being amended will be shared to all the computers, right? Next important thing about this one is you cannot mutate the information. That is immutable ledger system it is, right? So remember, this is peer-to-peer lending, means no third party is involved. This third party can be any government, any bank, but here no government, no bank system would be there in third party. This is virtual currency, not the physical. Means it is traded, it is dealt on internet basis, right? It is decentralized one, means every person has equal access to the information, right? And it is immutable ledger, means you cannot change the information. If you are going to change the information, that will be shared by all these peers, right? This is about the virtual currency. Now if we talk about the advantages, what all these advantages are there with this cryptocurrencies. The first advantage is this is a peer-to-peer lending. Means there is no third party, that is the advantage. It means what? It means the chances of the corruption would be very less, because no third party is there. Directly you are dealing to the other person. That is the one thing. The second thing is it is decentralized one. Decentralized means there is no central authority which is controlling the transactions. It is directly being done between the two parties. Okay. The next thing is it is digital and very less time consuming would be there, because it works on the internet, right? So this would be advantage with this cryptocurrency. Within a seconds you can transact, you can have the transaction speeds at very higher speeds. So this is cost effective, and the other thing is Senor's cost, that is the cost of printing the money would be definitely lesser in this one. So you are going to save the money cost, and this is going to be the cost effective solution, right? So these are the advantages we have seen so far. So why we are not allowing this currency in India, right? So this is the thing. That is, what are the challenges which are there with this cryptocurrency? The most important challenge, the most bigger challenge is there is no legal backing which supports any currency. Means if a currency is there, that needs the social trust, and social trust generally comes from the legal backing. So this cryptocurrency has anonymous nature, and that is why this has no legal backing, no central government is there, no central bank is there as a guarantee. So this is one reason. This is the trust issue. No legal backing is there. The second thing is they cannot be regulated because it is beyond the regulation. It is between the peer to peer, and the anonymity is there, right? For example, these two persons are dealing, and there is no central bank, no third authority. So how you are going to regulate that one when this is between these two, and this is also on the internet basis? So this is the another issue. You cannot regulate this currency system. The third challenge is anonymity, and because of this anonymity, the chances of misuse are very high, right? For example, in case of misuse, we can say this can be used, the money can be used in terror financing, because you don't know who this person is at the other end. Means your transaction can be between these two persons would be there, and how this money is going to be utilized by this second person, you cannot know, right? Because of the anonymity. So the chances of terror financing, the chances of money laundering are very high with this currency system. Okay. And the next and very important one, the volatility. Because of these all problems, means no legal backup is there, no central government's regulation is there. So there are very high chances this is going to be a very volatile money. And we have seen the incidents when on some day the value of this money would be very high, and on some other day the value of this money falls down, right? So these all are the challenges with this cryptocurrency. Now the question is whether India should ban this cryptocurrency or we should regulate this one, right? So this we are going to deal in this next part. So far the experience of India with cryptocurrency we are going to discuss in this one. That is, cryptocurrency was earlier banned in 2018 by RBI, right? And it was said ki because we cannot regulate this one, it is a kind of virtual currency, and because of its anonymity, this could be a very volatile money, and that's why we are banning this one. But in 2020, Supreme Court said you are not in authority to regulate this one because it is not under your definition. Means you cannot regulate this money as a virtual currency because it falls outside of your definition of banknote, right? So this was declared illegal. And if we talk about why we are going to ban this one, and that banning is going to be the solution, the answer is no. Because before banning it, we should think about the regulation, and before banning that, we need to do these issues, we need to resolve these issues. For example, we are not clear with the definition of the cryptocurrency. Means whether we are going to define them under financial instruments or the financial assets, we are not clear with that issue also. The second thing is, if we are going to ban this one, that is definitely going to drain many brains outside of the India, because many entrepreneurs are working in this area. This is going to be a very new technology, disruptive technology, that is blockchain technology. So these brains can drain from India. That is the another issue. So entrepreneurship zeal would not be there. And the most important thing is, we are now in the age of industrial revolution of 4.0, right? That is digital revolution. So the digital revolution is based on these two things. Means this is going to be the very, very important things, that is crypto and blockchain technology. So if we are going to ban them, we are actually going to bypass this transformative phase of technologies, right? So we cannot afford this type of the things. Means banning this cryptocurrency is not the solution. So what is the solution? The solution is, first we need to define the cryptocurrency, means where we are going to classify them, under financial instrument or under financial asset. This is the first thing. And then we need to regulate them. And for that, what we came up with, we came up with our own cryptocurrency. For example, RBI has come up with the this is central bank digital currency right now. So RBI had said ki we want to amend the RBI Act of 1934 in order to change the definition of banknote. And under these banknotes, this virtual currency will also be included, that is central bank digital currency, right? So the principle of that digital currency would be there, means this will also work on the blockchain technology. But the main difference would be here, that is it is centrally regulated, means the RBI will also regulate this one, that is the CBDC. So all the other advantages of the cryptocurrency would be there except this one, that is it would be regulated. This is the one thing. The second thing is there would not be anonymity, means the KYC norms would be fulfilled under this cryptocurrency. So what all are the advantages would be there with this CBDC? The same advantages. For example, this would be virtual in nature. This would be between peer to peer, except that regulation, right? And it would have no cost effective solution also, because no printing cost would be there, right? And the fast speed, that is because of the internet, would also be there with this one. So disadvantage of virtual currency, for example volatility, for example anonymity, for example no legal backup, these problems would not be there with the CBDC. And RBI is changing the definition of this banknote because they want to control, they want to have regulation over these digital currencies, and they want to ban all other virtual currencies, right? So this is what RBI is going to do with these cryptocurrencies and digital currencies. Now what is the way forward? What we should do? The first thing is we need regulation. So in order to regulate them better, first we'll need to define them. For example, what they are. They are financial instrument, or they are financial assets. First we need to be very clear with them, right? And after defining them, we can actually have some better regulation mechanism. We can actually regulate them after defining them well. And the third solution is, because these are the transformative technologies, they are going to be the disruptive technologies. For example, I already talked about this one, that is we are now at the verge of industrial revolution 4.0. that is nothing but the digital revolution, right? And this digital revolution is based on these type of the technologies, that is blockchain technology, right? That is cryptocurrencies. So we cannot bypass these disruptive technologies. So we should not ban them. Instead of banning them, we should regulate them. So this was all about the cryptocurrencies. I hope you have some of the better understanding right now on this issue of crypto. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubt or any suggestion, you can comment that down in comment section. Thank you very much.
Current Affairs by Forum IAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspective. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.